Hey, what's up, everybody? What have we learned about United States Mint subscriptions from the 2023 uncirculated Morgan and Peace silver dollar release? That's the discussion I would like to have on this video today. Please consider hitting that thumbs up button on the video. Let me know in the comments section below. What have you learned about United States Mint subscriptions from the 2023 uncirculated Morgan and Peace silver dollar release? Because the United States Mint has been doing subscriptions for a very long time, although it used to be called enrollments. Then just recently they changed it from enrollments and they called it subscriptions, because I think subscriptions does make more sense than calling them enrollments. But they have been doing it for a very long time. But I feel that this is the first time that there's been a somewhat of a hot product or a in-demand or a really in-demand product on subscription. So a lot of people wanted to adjust them subscriptions, but we have learned a lot about this, and that's what we will be discussing in this video. If you feel that I missed anything, feel free to let us know in the comment section below. The first thing that I learned about United States Mint subscriptions from this release is it's much easier to order than everybody bombarding the United States Mint website on drop day trying to order a in-demand product. Much easier. I'm sure all of you are pretty familiar with going to the United States Mint website on drop day and seeing them bad gateways, website crashing, and then finally you get your coins into your cart, and then the website crashes again, coins are no longer in your cart, then you got to try to get those coins into your cart, then you get that bad gateway again, a bunch of website crashes. So much easier ordering in-demand or hot products from the United States Mint via subscription than everybody jumping on the website all at once on drop day. The next thing that I learned is setting the total amount of coins that you want, however many you want, earlier than that 3 days prior to the release date. If you look at the United States Mint subscriptions, or if you look at my product subscriptions in bold red, it says if you would like to modify product subscriptions or payment methods, please do so by 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 3 days prior to the product schedule release date for updates to reflect on your next shipment. All other updates will be reflected on the next scheduled ship date for each program. Now, the thing that I learned about this is you can't really trust that, because a lot of people try to make changes on the weekend prior to this release. So this release for the uncirculated 2023 Morgan and Peace silver dollars was on Thursday, July the 13th, and a lot of people tried to make changes on the weekend, thinking that you had until Monday, July the 10th to make any last minute final changes to your subscriptions. Because for me, I did make a change on my subscriptions for this release on Saturday, July the 8th. I made a change to my Peace Dollar subscription, but not my Morgan Dollar subscription. I kept my Morgan Dollar subscription at 1, but I changed my Peace Dollar from 1 to 2. Then on Monday the 10th, I noticed that my Morgan Dollar subscription was processing, but not my Peace Dollar subscription. So I thought I was going to miss out on the Peace Dollar subscription. So I called the United States Mint and I asked them, I said, I noticed that my Morgan Dollar subscription for 1 is still, that order is processing, but the Peace Dollar is not yet processing. So what is going on with that? And they told me that you had up until Friday, July the 7th to make any last minute adjustments. And if you made any adjustments after Friday, July the 7th, then all changes would be applied to next year, 2024. And to this day, I still believe the 3 days prior to that release would have been Monday, July the 10th by 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But regardless, my subscriptions for my 2 Peace Dollars, the changes that I made on Saturday, July the 8th, still went through, even though I was told that any changes made after Friday, July the 7th would not go through, and that would be for the next year's subscription. But other people were not as lucky, because some people that made changes on that weekend, their changes did not go through. Very inconsistent. I've heard of at least 2 people that tried to cancel their subscriptions or zero it out or uncheck mark it to turn that subscription off for the release of the 2023 uncirculated Morgan and Peace silver dollars. They tried to make that change on either Saturday, July the 8th or Sunday, July the 9th. And even though receiving confirmation that they made that change, they still received those coins and had to call the United States Mint customer service and request a return. So very inconsistent, in my opinion, for a release that was on Thursday, July the 13th, and for people that made changes to their subscriptions on either Saturday, July the 8th, or Sunday, July the 9th. For some people, those adjustments went through and processed correctly, while for others, they did not. So the learning point here, in my opinion, is not to wait until the very last moment, whether you agree with the U.S. Mint or not, whether you agree that the changes should have been made on that Friday, or if you had until that Monday prior to the release. The learning point here, in my opinion, once again, is not waiting to the very last moment to make up your mind how many coins you want, and not relying on that 3 days prior to the release by 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The next thing that I learned about the United States Mint subscriptions from this release is if you make any adjustments later, even if those adjustments go through and they process correctly, it seems like if you make any last minute adjustments, that goes to the back of the processing line. The Morgan dollar that I made no adjustments to started processing on Monday, July the 10th. But the Peace dollars that I changed the subscription from 1 and increased it to 2, that one did not start processing until release date on Thursday, July the 13th. So it seems to me if you make any late adjustments prior to release, that processing goes to the back of the processing line, while the ones that you do not make any changes to, that one kind of stays in the same priority as it was. At least that was my experience. Let me know in the comments section below if you had the same experience. The final thing that I learned about United States Mint subscriptions from the 2023 uncirculated Morgan and Peace silver dollar release is that if you were not in the subscriptions and you decided to order on drop day, it took forever for many people to get their orders who ordered on drop day. All the subscriptions seemed like those processed first, those went out first. But for some people who ordered on release day, it took some of them people about a week and a half, almost 2 weeks to get them orders. So that's most of everything that I learned about United States Mint subscriptions from the 2023 uncirculated Morgan and Peace silver dollar release. If you learned anything different, had different experiences, please let everybody know in the comments section below. The most important thing, in my opinion, that I learned about the United States Mint subscription plan is to not exactly rely on making adjustments by 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time 3 days prior to release, and making those adjustments plenty of time ahead of that deadline. I greatly appreciate everybody who took the time out of your day to watch this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Like, comment, subscribe, share, and I'll talk to everybody on my next video. Thanks a lot, everyone.